world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it. They want a fame, they want a clout. That's why they doubt. I got them black, I want a class. And I shut my mouth. This was way before polite, before I came to campsites. I came broken and contrite. I just wanted to live right, clean my soul and give my life. Had to give up all my vice. I got a fog out my head. I was raised from the dead. I put down that weed and I cut off my dreads. For before I could lead, I had to learn to be led. Now I'm a bad motherfucker. Walk around and I straight flex on suckers. No one specific, I'm talking to all of you busters. Straight from the gutter, me and my brother, we the long supper. Now, running it like a conductor. Hebrew Academy, I'm the instructor. 14 written all on my cover. Men of war like we hopped at a Hummer. Look like you wanted my trooper could cut you. There is one camp, there is not another. One West, UPK. One West, UPK. One West, one West, one West, UPK. One what? UPK. One what? UPK. One what? One what? One what? UPK. Me and all of my Oyes, hold it, shit down, right here, all day. Shalom, wagwan, sa, passe, is we, damn niggas, yatu, sabe, hey. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
ground. You know when they go the ground. You know when they come around. If they wanna clown, then we going down. I'm war ready, was born ready, I'm more ready. I'm saying this now, making sure that the morgue ready. Yeah. We got some drop-offs, battle formation, I'm waiting for you to pop off. Right after you make your first move, get your rocks off. Next thing, your head to the dirt. We are not soft. I took a loss, but nah, I ain't panicking. I be making moves, you staying still like a mannequin. Think you got the force, but shit, I'm feeling like Anakin. Hit the chick with the lightsaber, might save her. Doing moves tight major with light paper. And H-Town on them blades like an ice skater. Yeah, at that one West Passover. Sit down, take a seat till the class over. Far from sober, but I ain't puffing on Doja. Bartender, bring me tequila. Hold the soda, shit. Hold the ice too. Flood it like a typhoon. We can get 6 shooters, 10 paces high noon. We have Player Street, all-star studded like it's all.
Because that's what it means. That's what it means to serve the Lord. That's His will. The Lord's will is about provision. The Lord's will is about separation. The Lord's will is about not gratifying yourself. The Lord's will is about not satisfying yourself. That's what the Lord's will is about.
You know who I go to ground with? My niggas. You know when they come
that might be a foreign
around, if they
concept.
wanna
No
clown,
offense to
then we
Christianity.
gun them
We
down
don't
for
want to
my
have fathers
niggas.
like we're supposed to in the black home. We don't have fathers, you understand, in the black, Hispanic, and Native American homes like we were supposed to. No thanks to Christianity and no thanks to America.
You can't feel me. Unless you sip 100 proof. I got 100 soldiers with me, that's 200 boots. We get to stomping like a Kappa or a Q. But don't mistake me for no rapper. I'm the Jew. The streets cold, so I throw on the cover. You a bitch, don't get mad at me, get mad at your mother. Put my life on the line like I got me another. Yeah, shit. It's like I'm on another level here. You second tier, I'm pulling guns, that's on Metal Gear. It's hell out here, but shit, I die heavenly. AK equipped with the drum, it holds 70. Twin revolvers, bucket you ducks like Yosemite. Yeah, I hear a lot of rappers puffing on their enemies. I don't smoke, but I drink their tears like it's
Hallowed is a word that means holy, meaning the Lord's name is separate. The Lord's name is about division. The Lord's name is about separation. Throughout the Bible, it talks about separation and division.
Even wanna hear about rappers. Heavy gut punch, knock the air out rappers. Ain't nobody fucking around with my niggas. You know who I go to ground with? My niggas. You know when they come around, if they wanna clown, then we gun them down for my niggas. Ain't nobody fucking around with my niggas. You know who I go to ground with? My niggas. You know when they come around, if they wanna clown, then we gun them down for my niggas.
It's supposed to be thy will be done. The Lord's will is supposed to be done. Not your will, not grandma's will, not mommy's will, not Uncle Bobby's will, not the Democratic Party's will, not the Republican Party's will, not the Independent Party's will. It said what? Thy will be done. Thy will be done. The Lord's will is supposed to be done.
All right. Shalom, Yahba Shem Yahshua to the brothers. All right. Shalom, Yahushua. Shalom, Yahushua. Athah B'Shem Yahshua to the sisters. Like, see, we have some brothers and sisters in here checking in. All right. See, Princess Tazara'ah. Right. All right. I see Miss Princess Anna. All right. See my brother ISUPK. All right. Shalom, brother. My brother Yabakar. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Shalom, my brother Kamal Peterson. Shalom. So, all right. All right, I want to tackle the notion of, man, I want to hear on the subject, how to love, man. Right? How to love, right? Because what's love got to do with it, man? Right? We know brotherhood and sisterhood, they simultaneously work together, man. Right? Even though this is a brotherhood class, it's also for sisterhood too. We one body, man. Right? But in this truth, right, once coming into this truth, right, once learning more about this truth, right, loving in this truth is different than loving when you were in the world, right? This love in this truth is a sacred and important love, man, right? And this love looks totally different, right, than the love that's in the world, because this love in the ISUPK, it has a meaning, right? It has a strong meaning, right? So in the chat, let's warm up real quick in the chat. What is love? What is love according to the truth? What is love? What is love? See you, Sister Amada. Right? What is love? That's my question. Let's see where our head is at tonight. What is love? That's right, brotherhood and sisterhood. Okay, brotherhood and sisterhood. Okay, that's good. That's on the surface. That's some great answers. Now let's touch on this, right? How does that look like? How does that brotherhood and sisterhood look like in this truth? How does that love look like in this truth? How does that brotherhood and that sisterhood look like in this truth? All right, Sister Ryan, follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Yep. Totally right. Totally right. Yep. Brother Ayan, yep. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments. That's right. That's right. Following God's law. That's right. Anah. That's right. All right. Shalom, sis. That's right. Following the laws, Amadah. That's right. Right? So tonight we're going to get more deep. We're going to get deep into it, right? Right? We're going to get deep into it. I want to go first to 1 John 4:20. Right? 1 John 4:20. All right? Because in this truth, right? In this truth, love is a sacred thing, and love has a different meaning than love in the world. All right. So on the first hit on 1 John 4:20. All right. Maybe I can I can share the screen, or my brother, or also the officers got that for me. However, we're gonna go to 1 John 4:20. We're gonna hit on this one first, man, because brotherhood and sisterhood is important, right? Brotherhood and sisterhood is important, man. You can't not just say you don't like this brother or don't like this sister, right? Even after a certain conflict, right? Right? You gotta forgive, right? You gotta forgive. And we're gonna go in more into that scripture of how many times, right, we need to forgive our brother and our sister, right? But we need to understand the true meaning of love. So I guess I can just pull it up. I guess I can just pull it up. I'm gonna go to 1 John. Okay, we're gonna go to 1 John 4:20. So let me go to my screen real quick and let's pull that up. All right, I'm gonna pull that up real quick. Ain't no thing to it. 1 John 4:20. See what we got. All right. All right, let's see that full chapter, and I'm gonna share my screen in a moment. Just bear with me. All right. All right, let me share my screen now. All right. Screen sharing. Let's see if it's gonna pop up for me. let's see something real quick. StreamYard, okay, it's sharing on StreamYard. All right. Now, you can, if you can see the screen, right? Drop a 1 if you can, right? Or drop a 1 if you can see the screen. If you can see what I'm sharing in the chat, barbershop. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, it's all right. It's all right. You're not gonna be able to see it. Okay. Okay, stop that screen. All right. So, all right. So, okay. Not gonna be able to see it for right now, but we're gonna get to it. All right. So I'm gonna just read it real quick. Okay. All right. Let me just read it real quick. All right. 1 John 4:20. All right. It says, if a man say, right? If a man say, I love God, right? Love is an action. All right. Love is an action, right? It's plenty of men that say that they love God, right? There's plenty of men that say they love God. It's plenty of men in the Christian church. Let's get right to it. In the Christian church, plenty of brothers and sisters in that Christian church that say they love God. They'll sing a song, right? They'll hold that solemn assembly that the Most High don't don't even recognize. They'll start speaking in gibberish, right? Calling Jesus like the Bloody Mary, right? Saying his name like the Bloody Mary, right? Speaking all that type of gibberish, gyrating on the stage, right? Because they think that by doing that, they are loving God, right? Right? But how do a man love God? Right? How do a man love God? And that's by, keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments, right? A man love God by not eating that pork, by not eating that shrimp, that crabs and lobsters, right? But by that man love God, right? Here's the brotherhood. That man love God by not sleeping with that other brother wife or rib, the other brother rib, right? That man love God by not hating on this other brother because he making more money than him, right? Right? That woman, she loved God by not hating on that female just because she keep getting her nails done and feet done and hair done every 2 weeks that you can't get done like that, right? Right? That's the truth behind it of that love, right? Right? You can't love God by doing those things, right? Right? So it say if a man say, I love God and hateth his brother. How did you hate your brother? Right? The one. How do you hate your brother in the chat? How do you hate your brother? How you hate your sister? Right? Let's see what we got. How you hate your brother and how you hate your sister. Just give me some some little examples, man. Quick examples. How do you hate your brother and how you hate your sister? Right? Because if a man say, I love God and hate of his brother, right? We're gonna see, right? Okay. Azarakah said, by not loving them as you love yours. Okay. By breaking the laws of the Most High. Okay. As you love yourself. Okay. By betrayal. Okay. By sleeping with your brother rib. Lying to them. See Amada, see Ayan, see Azarka, right? Sister Ra, not living by the law and ring by not living by the law and being an example. Okay. Okay. So being an example of not living by that law, I believe is what you're saying. By unalive, that's right. That's right, Anah. Right? That's right. Stealing from him. That's right. Y'all hitting it. Y'all hitting it right on the nose, man. Right? So by not keeping dietary laws, that's right, Amadah. Right? That's right. So if a man say, right? If a man say this, if a man say, I love God and hate his brother, right? Hating your brother, y'all hit around the nose. Hating your brother is not following the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's hating your brother. Hating your brother is by unaliving, Anah. Hating your brother and your sister is by lying to them, Azaraka. Hating your brother is by sleeping with his wife, Ayan. Right? Hating your brother or your sister is not living by the law and being an example, Sister Ra. Right? Stealing from them is hating your brother, Ayan. Right? And those things mean something to a brother, right? Or a sister. So if a man say, I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar, right? He is a liar. Hating your brother is hating God, right? Hating your brother is hating God. Your brother is your race of people. Let's not get that misconstrued, right? Let's hit that. Your brother, your sister is your race of people. And by hating your brother or your sister is you hating God. That's what it boiled down to. You ain't gonna see it because it's not like you love God, right? That's what you're saying. But you ain't showing God that you love him by doing these mischievous things to your brother and your sister. That's showing that you hating God, right? And again, your brother is your race of people. Your sister is your race of people, right? Which is the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, right? That is who your brother and who your sister is, right? We don't want to get caught up in the Christian church and start calling everybody, right? Even the Africans, the Edom, the white man, you know what I'm saying? The Ethiopian, you know what I'm saying? All them, they not our brothers and our sisters, right? That's not it, right? Our brothers and our sisters is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? That's who it is. So now that we know hating your brother or your sister, right, is not keeping the law, right, which means hating God. Hating God is not keeping the law, all right? So what laws do we have to keep to not hate God, right? Right? How about this? What's the first law, right? What's the first law, right? That's in the 10 Commandments. What is the first law in the 10 Commandments? Right? What is that first law in the 10 Commandments? What's that? Who can give it to me right quick in the chat? That first law in the 10 Commandments. So let's get more deep into this thing. Let's get a full rounded education tonight with the brotherhood and sisterhood. What is that first law in the 10 Commandments? That's right, Taliban. Thou shalt not have what serve, okay. Thou shalt not have no other God before me, okay. Have no other gods before him, Shakal, okay. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me, Ayan, okay, good. Good, right? Right. That's right. Right? Thou shalt not serve other gods before me. That's that first commandment in the 10 Commandments, right? Right? But this God, see, Christianity, they got it confused because this God of the Christian church, right, is Caesar Borgia, right? Right? That is a God that we're not supposed to serve, right? Caesar Borgia, right? He is the second son of Pope Alexander, the sixth of Rome, right? Who unalived his father, right? Had sex with his sister, right? And the homosexual lover of Leonardo da Vinci is the brother of the homosexual lover Leonardo da Vinci, right? So Christianity already got it misconstrued, right? They already got that wrong, right? They saying they love God, but the God they serve is a Caesar Borgia guy, right? The oppressor, right? That white devil, right? So we already know that they don't love God, right? They don't love God, man, right? So let's get more on that. So this is the God of the Christian church, Caesar Borgia. That's in reality their God, right? The first sin, right, was serving another God, right? Right? And the second sin, right, is thou shalt not unalive. And the third sin is fornication, which is unlawful sex, right? This all coincides with this Christianity. They serve another gods, right? Second sin, thou shalt not unalive. Third sin, fornication, which is unlawful sex, that Leonardo da Vinci, right? Him having that unlawful sex, that homosexual sex, right? Right? So this is how you hate your brother, right? Because our people, right, took on the behavior of serving the God that Christians serve. So they don't really know what love is, right? They took on the God of that of Caesar Borgia, right? So by serving the God of the Christian church, we slide on the ops. We unalive each other, right? If you're part of that Christianity, right? By serving the other gods of the Christian church, we unalive each other. We slide on the ops, right? We indulge in unlawful sex, homosexuality, right? And we serve this white God. Well, they serve that white God, right? We idolize the white man by serving the God of the Christian church. That's how you hate your brother. That's how you hate your sister. That's how you hate your brother and your sister. By serving them other gods, right? Which requires or which have you act out a way of unaliving your brother or your sister, indulging in unlawful sex, right? And serving a white God, right? So that's not love, right? That's not love, right? That's according to this Bible, that love, that's not it. According to this Bible, it's about following the law, statutes, and commandments, right? So what the Christianity is doing, that's not love, right? That ain't love. And then they want to have a funeral right? And wear RP shirt, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to show love. By trying to show that love, like, yo, we love you, right? But they don't know love, right? Because in that same church they had this funeral, right, is that same church that's teaching them and that's brainwashing them of not knowing that true love. Because no law, statutes, and commandments is being taught in there, only philosophy and emotion, right? Right? So he's a liar, right? He is a liar, right? So if you are a Christian, right, and you love God, you are a liar. You're a liar, right? If you serve Caesar Borgia, right, and say you love God, you're a liar, right? It's no way you could be part of that Christian church and be a sodomite up there, directing songs, and you so happy just to catch the Holy Ghost. Nah, man, nah, you ain't learning that. Know what I'm saying? And even so, when you before you even go into the church, you see them naked angels or something on the glasses. I forgot what those windows called, man. Right? You see all these white angels and, know what I'm saying, naked angels and stuff, but you walk into a black church. Confusion already before the guy just opened his mouth and preach. Right? That's not it, man. So if you take yourself to the abortion clinic and say you love God, you a liar. You unaliving. You is a liar. Right? The world going on now, it was a whole big thing on my body, my choice. Right? I believe my body, my choice. If I want to get rid of this baby, I want to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Right? But the reason why they in that type of mindset of wanting to have that abortion or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Because they want underneath this truth. Because if they was in this truth, they would know how to stay away from those type of situations. Now, you might have a situation of where something tragically happens, right? Something to the point where someone was forced upon someone else. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happened that, you know what I mean, that happened. But from the jump, if that person was in his truth, right, and known to not leave certain people under supervision of this, that, and the third, that would not have happened in the first place. Right? That's why it's important to come into this ISUPK, to come into this truth, to learn decency and order. Right? Because a lot of people in that world lacks common sense, right? So that's why it's important, man. So if you take yourself to the abortion clinic and say you love God, you're a liar. If you say you love God and you still eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and shrimp, you is a liar, right? If you still smoke that weed, right? Smoke them cigarettes, right? You's a liar. Right? If you say you love God, but you selling dope to your brothers and your sisters, you's a liar. Because you still fascinated with oneself. You think God bless you with this money because you getting your drugs off, but whole time you ain't doing right by your neighbor. You ain't doing right by your blacks, Latinos, and Native American brothers and sisters. Right? You trying to get money off your game. But you want to thank God that you got this brick. You want to thank God that you got that bird. You want to thank God that you was able to get this off and get that off. Now you up one. Right? God ain't with you with that. You a liar. Right? You is a liar. So if a brother or sister encourages you to eat that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster and say they love God, is also a liar. Right? If that sister encouraged you to go to that abortion clinic, right? She says she love God, she's a liar. Right? That's not love. That's not love of showing those laws, statutes, and commandments to your brother and your sister. Right? Right? If you understand that, let me get a 1 in that chat. If you understand what's going on, let me get a 1. If you understand what's going on, let me get a 1. I want to make sure we have a clear understanding of what this love is. Right? Because it's easy to say this how you love and this how you not love. But it gets deeper than rap, man. It gets deeper than rap. Okay, we with it. We with it. We with that. Okay. All right. All right. Good. Good. So I explained how not to love your brother and your sister, right? Right. All right. And how can then it says, let me keep going. It says, for that he loved not his brother whom he hath not seen. How can he love God whom he hath not seen? I'm gonna say that again. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, right? How can he love God whom he hath not seen? So how you love your brother, right, is how you love God. How you love your sister is how you love God, right? That's how you love God, right? God's supposed to be in us, right? And guess what? Guess what? We can know, well, I can know how you love God just by how you treat me. You will know if that brother or sister love God just by how they treat you. That person will know if you love God based on how you treat them. Using a lot of pronouns here. All right. Right. That's heavy, man. Right. And this commandment have we from him, from God, that he who loved God also loved his brother also. Right. So again, just beat the dead horse. Right. Again, how can you love God? Right. No, hating God. No, hating your brother is like hating God. Right. That's what that is saying. So, and from this commandment we have from God, from him, that he who loveth God also love his brother. So based on how you love your brother and your sister, it's also showing that you love God. Right? Right? So with that, let me get Matthew 25 and 40. Right? Right? Because now this is about having a personal relationship with Christ. Right? This is the spirit on this scripture right here. Matthew 25 and 40. Right? Of having a personal relationship with Christ. Because now we know that love is an action, and now we know that of based on our love that we showing our brother and our sister is based on how much we really love God. Based on if we hate our brother and our sister, it's basically showing us how we hate God. Right? And one of the easiest ways to show that you hate God is by serving that Caesar Borgia in that Christianity church. Right? By indulging in that sin. Right? Right? So we know that just from 1 John 4 and 20 through 21. So we had to get the basics of that love. So now we on Matthew 25 and 40, right? All right. So it says, and, which means in addition to, right? And, which means in addition to, right? The King, which is Yahweh Shai, right? Which is Yahweh Shai. This is Jesus speaking right here. This red letters. This is Christ speaking, right? And, which means in addition to, the King, which is Yahweh Shai, right? Shall answer and say unto them, right? Verily, right? Which means surely, right? Verily, which means truthfully or surely, right? I say unto you, okay? Inasmuch as ye have done, right? Meaning the hate you done to your brother, right? Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of my brethren, right? So inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of my brethren, right? Ye is the old English for you. So inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of my brethren. In the chat, what that mean? Inasmuch as you, right? As ye have done it unto one of the least of my brethren. What that mean? Before we go on any further. Because from the top it say and, which means in addition to, the King, which is Yahweh Shai, shall answer and say unto them, verily, which means truthfully or surely, I say unto you, inasmuch as ye, which is Old English for you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of my brethren. What do we think that means? Let's give it a shot. What do we think that means? Okay, y'all, the weakest one. Okay. The weakest one. Okay. Okay. Take that. Weakest one. Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of my brethren. Ayan, he said the weakest one. All right. One that's in the lowest state. Okay. 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 I like that. I like that right there. All right. So let's just get to it for time's sake. Right? It's too wild. It's too wild job right there. So inasmuch as ye have done, right? Meaning the hate that you've done to your brother by what? By not following the law, statutes, and commandments, you have also done this to Christ. Say it again. Inasmuch as ye have done, meaning the hate you've done to your brother or your sister, you know what I mean? Sister still in here, right? Inasmuch, meaning the hate that you have done to your brother, right? By not following the laws, statutes, and commandments, you have also done it to Christ. So that same hate of sleeping with that rib, your brother rib, right? That same hate of the sisters, you know, hating because she getting her nails, feet done, and hair done every 2 weeks on the schedule. That jealousy, that envious, right? Right? That hate you got, you also, right, is doing this to Christ. You also showing these emotions, these feelings to Christ. So we ain't gonna leave Christ up out of this, right? Right. You got a problem with this brother and this sister right here. You also got a problem with Christ, right? All right. Okay. And vice versa, though. Vice versa, right? Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of my brethren, ye have also done it to me, right? So vice versa, inasmuch love you showed your brother or your sister, right? By following the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Ye also have done it unto Christ, right? 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 So inasmuch hate that you have shown to your brother or your sister by not following the law, statutes, and commandments, you have shown that same hate to Christ, and vice versa. And as much love that you showed your brother or your sister by following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you have showed that same love to Christ. Look at that. Right? Right? So you can't say I love God and turn around and sell dope to your brother or your sister. Right? Right? You also sold that dope to Christ. Look at that. By you selling that dope to your brother or your sister, you also sold that dope to Christ. How does that feel? How does that feel? Right? How can you have a personal relationship with Christ, right? And you in an abortion clinic, you just aborted Christ. You just aborted Christ. How can you have a personal relationship with Christ and you sold dope to that brother? You just sold dope to Christ. How do you have a personal relationship with Christ and you in an abortion clinic? You just aborted Christ. Right? Right? How can you have a personal relationship with Christ and you lied to your children about Santa Claus? You just lied to Christ. How can you lie to your children about Santa Claus? How can you have a personal relationship with Christ and you lie to your children about Santa Claus? You just lied to Christ. Right? If you have a personal relationship with Christ and you voted for Trump or Kamala Harris, you voted against Christ. You voted against Christ. Right? You choosing someone else to be your leader. Right? You believing in Trump. You believing in Kamala Harris. That they can be best fit of leading you to whatever you believe in. I'm just saying. Right? You rather put your trust in man and a white devil. And also in Kamala Harris, and she ain't no brother and sister in this truth. Right? She is not part of the Israelite nation. If I ain't mistaken, her father's I think a white man. Something like that. But she ain't an Israelite. So you giving power to an oppressor that leads you to, I don't know where you're trying to get led to. A stimulus check? I don't know. So If you have a personal relationship with Christ and you marry outside of the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? You chose a different nation of people over Christ. If you marry outside of the blacks, Latino, and Native American race, you chose a different nation of people over Christ. That's not a personal relationship, and that's not love. That ain't love. And that's not no personal relationship with Christ. That's not. Right? That is not no personal relationship with Christ. Right? So let me get John 13, 34, and 35, Baba Kashan. Right? There's not no personal relationship with Christ. Right? You cannot love Christ and do these things. Right? You cannot. We know what love is. We know love is following the law, statutes, and commandments. We know love. We do know that love is not being part of the Christianity church. Right? Right? But love is an action. So you just can't say, I love God or I love Christ. Right? Right? One sin is not greater than the other. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You cannot be selling dope to your brother and sister and say you have a personal relationship with Christ and you love him. No. You cannot be in that abortion clinic and say you have a personal relationship with Christ and you love him. No. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's not right and it's unlawful. All right? So John 13, 34 through 35. All right? John 13, 34 and 35. All right? So it says a new commandment, right? A new commandment meaning a new concept, right? This is Christ speaking, right? Right? We always need to think about it. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we always need some type of order, new order, right? We always need some straightening going on. Okay? Right? We need some straightening. Right? Sometimes it be too many chiefs and not enough Indians. All right? We need some straightening. Always. Right? It's historically in the text that we always needed some straightening, man. All right? So a new commandment, meaning a new concept that Christ is giving to the blacks, Latinos, and the Native Americans, because we didn't have no structure. This is why this is a new commandment right here, because there was no structure, right? Horrible instruction, right? So a new commandment I give unto you. Who is that you? The blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Let's not get that misconstrued, right? Right? That ye love one another. Now, we needed to be taught, right? The reason for this new commandment, right, is that we needed to be taught how to love each other, right? Loving your brother and sister is teaching them how to overcome their trauma, right? The trauma of homosexuality, the trauma of pedophilia, the trauma of drugs, the trauma of being a politician, the trauma of being a Christian, being part of Christianity, the trauma of gangs, and the trauma of being promiscuous, right? Right? We need to be taught how to love each other, dealing with this trauma, right? And in the chat, this is an easy question. How can you deal with this trauma by being the truth? How can you help your brother or your sister deal with this trauma by being the truth? What can you tell them? Easy question. What can you tell them? Because now we're in the truth, right? What can you tell them and what can you help them to do by being in this truth to help them deal with this trauma of homosexuality, to help them deal with this trauma of being a pedophilia, of dealing with this trauma of being on drugs and being a politician, right? Of being part of Christianity, right? And being promiscuous. What can you do? Okay, Yabaka, get counsel. Okay. What can you help them do? That's right, Ayan. Okay, tell them to come to class as Zarakan. Ayan, obey the Most High and follow His law. That's right. That's right, Yabaka, get counsel. Okay. Right. Get in the body and the spirit. Okay. Okay. Come to class and call to school. Okay. Okay. Sister Ron, Zarakan. All right. Right. That's right. That's how you can help them deal with this trauma. That's how you can show them love, right? Is by showing them ways, and you can show them this love by not encouraging them to indulge in that trauma. That's how you love your brother and your sister. That's how you show brotherhood, and that's how you show sisterhood, right? Right? By helping them cope. That's right. Be the example too, Azaraka. That's right. That's how you help them cope with that trauma. That's how you help them. That's how you get them through that trauma, by showing them that love, by showing them these laws, man. By telling them, hey, come to class, man. Right? That's how you help them. That's how you know, not help. That's how you love them. Right? 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 So being a homosexual, gang member, voting, pedophilia, Christianity, those are trauma responses. Those are trauma responses, man. That they see, being in the gang, right? You always being in the gang is for brothers or sisters, because sisters in gangs too. Being in the gang is a form of wanting to be in, wanting to fit in. Sometimes, oftentimes, brothers and sisters, they are staying out of the hood, and everybody in the hood is in the gang, but you're not in the gang yet. But for you to be considered down with them brothers and them sisters, you have to show that you have to show that you want to be a part of them. That's how you show love to them, and that's how you will be accepted to them. Right? That is a trauma response of you wanting to be in, of you wanting to fit in. That's why you was a part of that gang. Right? Right? Same thing with Christianity. Right? Same thing with being a politician. You'll be amazed, right? Y'all, because you got a sin to be accepted in the world. That's right. Damn right. Get that brother a hand. Damn right. You got a sin to be accepted in this world. That's heavy. You have to sin to be accepted in this world. You have to celebrate Christmas to be accepted in this world. You have to celebrate New Year's to be accepted in this world. You have to go to church on Sundays to be accepted in this world. You gotta do your 30 seconds to get in the game to be accepted in this world. You gotta sell dope to the crackhead to be accepted in this world. Right? Right? Those are the things. You have to smoke some weed. to show that you ain't a wimp, to be accepted in this world, right? That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, right? You have to be a politician to be accepted in this world. Lord forbid you tell somebody, I don't vote. Oh, you don't vote? Don't you? Your vote. See, that's what's going on with the world today. People, they don't want to vote. That's why they keep thinking. That's why there's always problems. Problems will never get solved if people don't vote. Well, guess what? Nothing ever been solved. And people been voting for years. Nothing has never been solved. The Blacks, Latino, Native Americans, we've been at the bottom of the damn chart all these damn years. What has changed? Nothing. Right? Nothing. We still getting beat up by the police, right? We still being denied to come to America, right? Right? We still getting walls built up high so we won't get over to America, right? We still getting made fun upon being on the news of eating dogs of our Haitian brothers and everything like that. We is the mockery of everything, right? Even in the world, in the NFL, many black people, black coaches, they want to be head coaches, right? Some of them is getting fired after 1 year. Some of them is being denied, and they are like one of the most prestigious coaches. It's a total of 2 coaches, 2 black coaches, head coaches in the NFL right now. Same thing with basketball. But we think that everything is that we is included with everything, and we think that everyone loves us, that we is loved by everybody. Nothing has changed, and that's right, Amadal. That's exactly how it goes. That's right, Azara Khan. Got to sell your soul to see how far you'll go. That's right, and still won't be accepted. That's right, right. That's right, Yabaka. They serious about them votes. They sure is right. They're about to have a heart attack, bro. If you ain't vote, right? Azara Khan said, only thing changes how they address us, right? Right? That's right. That's right, Azara Khan. That's right. That's right. Ain't nothing changed, right? So those are trauma responses, man. Those people feeling some type of way that they are in gangs. Those people that's politicians. Those are trauma responses, man. They always want to feel like they're in something, right? Right? That pedophile, man. That man or that female, she probably won't never give that proper attention, right? Which led him or her to do things to, you know what I'm saying, that's real bad, right? All because it was either done to them or just a sign of just wanting to stand out, like needing some attention, a problem they have with themselves, right? Right? So, all right. So where I'm at, we had so we need to be taught how to love each other, man. Loving your brother and your sister is teaching them how to overcome their trauma, right? And the trauma of homosexuality, pedophilia, drugs, politician, Christianity, gangs, right? And being promiscuous, man. Those are all trauma responses, man, right? So it says, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another, right? So Christ saying, as I have loved you, meaning as I have showed you these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? That's what you're supposed to do with one another. That's how you're supposed to love one another. That's how you're supposed to get your brother and your sister through that trauma, right? Verse 35 say, by this, right? By this shall shall all men know that ye are my disciples, right? If ye have loved one another. So this saying, by this shall all men. So everybody, right, would know that based on how you showing love to one another, you showing that you are with me. By showing all men, right, that ye are by showing all men, Slaki, by this shall all men know that you are my disciples. So you, by showing love, by showing your brother and sister to get through their trauma responses, right? By telling them to come to class, by telling them these laws, statutes, and commandments and where to find them at, that's you showing love, and that's you showing that you are a part of Christ. That's you showing your flag. That's you banging for your set. Sorry to put it that way, right? That's you cashing your vote in, right? That is what you is doing. You riding for Christ, right? Yabakar said people duck the UPK because in here you have people holding you accountable for your actions at all times. Damn right. Right? Damn right. At all times, big caps. At all times. At all times, man. Right? At all times. So let's get to Matthew. We're rolling right along. Matthew 5 and 22, Baba Kashan. Right? Matthew 5 and 22. If time permits, we might not get through this, so I might have to do a part 2 on this. Might have to do a part 2 on this, but we got to get the meat and potatoes. All right. Okay. We got to get through this. So we know how to love God, right? We should know that by now, right? We know how to have that personal relationship with Christ, right? We know how to show that love to one another through Christ, right? All right, so let's get some more to it, right? Let's get some more to it. So this is Matthew 5 and 22, right? This is Matthew 5 and 22, okay? So but meaning rather, right? But is a contrast word. It's showing a difference, right? So but meaning rather, right? Okay, I say unto you, and Christ is speaking. This is Christ that's speaking, right? Again, this is Christ that's speaking, right? So, but meaning rather, I say unto you that whosoever, who is that whosoever? Let's see where we at. Who is that whosoever? Let's see where we at. Who is that whosoever? Let's see where we at. Let's see where our minds at. Let's see if we ain't clock out yet. Who is that whosoever that is talking about? But I say unto you that whosoever. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's right. Oh yeah, y'all own it. Okay. Y'all own it. Okay, get y'all hand clap. Y'all on that. Israel. Right? A lot of times the Christian church, that's right now. A lot of times the Christian church, it'll try to say that whosoever is everybody. Nah. Right? That could be another class. We could break down that whosoever. Right? But that whosoever is the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. So that whosoever is the Israelites, right, is angry, right? Is angry So being angry is an emotion, right? Being angry is an emotion, a strong feeling or of displeasure. Displeasure is the definition of angry, right? Being angry is an emotion, and it means a strong feeling of displeasure, right? With his brother, right? Right? His brother is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the brother. So that whosoever is angry, showing their displeasure with their brother, right, without a cause, all right, without a cause, right? What caused you to be angry with your brother or your sister? How about that? What caused you to be angry with your brother or your sister? Real quick. Let's type. I don't care. Somebody's typing in the chat. One thing. What caused you to be angry? And you in the truth, though. You in the truth. What would cause you to be angry with your brother or your sister? That's a good question. Now, I'm just saying you being in the truth, right? What would cause you to be angry with your brother or your sister? Lack of self-awareness, okay. Unrighteousness, all right. All right. Lack of self-awareness. If you drop your sword, okay. Okay. Know some good reasons. Know some good reasons. All right. Their mindset. Also, in the truth, lying, misleading, disrespect. I like these responses. Yeah. Yeah. Lying to me. Okay. Because just because you're in the truth does not mean that you can't get angry with your brother, your sister. Right? Does not mean you can't feel that emotion of being angry. Right? Okay. But we're going to break this down, though. We're going to break this down. Okay. So there are causes to be angry, right, with your brother and your sister, right? And there are things that is not a reason, right? So jealousy of your brother, being jealous of your brother, your sister. Okay, how to start disrespect. Okay, I see you. Damn right. So jealousy is not a reason to be angry with your brother or your sister. That's not a reason, right? Sex with your wife. If a brother has sex with your wife, right, is to be angry, right? They got a reason to be angry. Another brother having sex with your wife, like a brotherhood. Yep. Another brother having sex with your wife is a reason to be angry, right? Right. The precepts of that is Ephesians 4:27. That's the precept of this right here. All right. We'll get to that later. Right. If the brother went against the law, then that is a reason to be angry. If a brother or sister went against the law, statute, or commandment, that is a reason to be angry. Right? Right? And we know how jealousy look from a brother standpoint and the sister standpoint, right? Right? We know how that look, right? Right? Dressing better or making more money than your sister or your brother is not a reason to be angry with your brother or your sister. Right? Like, prime example, I can't be hating on my brother if I'm just a fire watcher on the shipyard and he a pipe fitter. I'm hating on him because he's making more money. That's not a reason. That's not a reason. Right? I can't be sister can't be angry with her with her sister just because they in the hair salon, and she the one that's taking the orders of the ladies trying to get their hair done versus the girl that got all the clientele that's doing everybody hair. That's not a reason to be angry. That's not. Right? That's not a reason to be angry. Right? So that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause, right? Right? Shall be in danger of the judgment. Right? So what does the judgment mean in the chat? What does the judgment mean? What does the judgment mean? Right? What does this judgment mean? It's talking about here. That whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment. What is that judgment? Okay, and y'all said punishment. Okay. Said punishment. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Said punishment. That's good. All right. Punishment. All right. I'm gonna keep going for time's sake. So the anger that you acted on, right? You are in anger of doing something to your brother, in which the Most High is going to bring judgment on you, right? So the anger that you acted on, right? You are in danger of doing something. So the danger that you acted on of you doing something to your brother or your sister, right? In which the Most High, he's going to be bringing judgment on you, right? So being told, depart from me, I never knew you. Okay. So that judgment, what would that judgment look like though? Let's get to the judgment, right? So that same anger that you acting on your brother and your sister without a cause, without a reason, right? Right? You're gonna be in danger of judgment. Okay, I know I said death. Okay, she went straight to it. Death, right? All right, death, unalive, Salaki, unalive, unalive, be unalive. Give me some more judgments. These some easy ones. You can just name them. There's some other judgments other than being unalive. You know what I'm saying? There's some other judgments than just being unalive, right? Some other judgments. How about your lights getting turned off? How about your car getting repossessed? Now you can't go to work, right? Right? Let's talk about those judgments. Now all of a sudden you got cancer. Okay, it's sentence depending on the sin. Okay. Now all of a sudden you about to have a stroke. Now you about to have a heart attack. You lose your job. That's right. now you lost your job. Right. Most High is gonna make you just suffer. Right. You want to be mischievous. Right. I know what you meant now. You want to be mischievous and just hate on your brother sister without a cause, and you want to act on your anger. You want to act on your anger by showing them that you don't like them without the cause. All right, the Most High, I got you. I'm gonna make you lose your job. Right? You're gonna wake up with 2 flat tires. You just bought some tires. You're gonna wake up with 2 flat tires, and ain't nobody cut no slits in them. You're gonna try to start your car, and it ain't gonna work. And no, you don't need a new battery. Transmission gone. You're gonna try to turn on your lights, and you're gonna check the power box thinking that it's an outage going on. No, your lights off. Right? You're going to get an email that you got a garnishment. But no, that happened in real life. I ain't going to say that. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to say, you're going to be in a predicament where all of a sudden your kid's not feeling well. Yeah. That judgment could go to the kids too. That judgment could go to the kids too. You know what I'm saying? That judgment goes to the kids too. Don't think your kid's safe. Nah. Right? Okay. So if you say something, so it says that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment, right? And whosoever, right? That whosoever again is Israel, shall say to his brother, Recha, right? Shall be in danger of the council. Right? So we know what Recha, what does Recha mean? And whosoever shall say to his brother Recha shall be in danger of the council. Let's give it a shot. What does Recha mean in this scripture, in this text? What is Recha? Right? And whosoever shall say to his brother Recha or sister, Recha shall be in danger of the council. Let's give it a shot. Recha. What does Recha mean? Who want to give it a shot? Recha. Okay, foolish. Okay, empty-headed. Okay. Okay, I like foolish. Okay. Okay. Empty-headed. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. This is true. This is true. I don't know what you mean by that, Princess Hadassan. Sister Hadassan. This is true. Are you referring to the Recha, or are you just referring to, I don't know what you're referring to, sis? Help me. But I like that now. Foolish, tall bar, empty-headed. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that Recha is like something, you saying something evil. Right? Right? You say something evil towards your brother, you are in danger of counsel. Right? Curse. That's right, y'all. That's right, Yabaka. Curse. That's right. That brother hand. That's right. Curse. They curse their brother. Say something evil to their brother. You are in danger of the council. Now, like saying go to hell. Okay. Along them lines, Azarcha. Yeah, Khan, along them lines. Go to hell. I mean, figuratively, along them lines. Right? Saying something evil. Yep. Along them lines. Right? So if you say something evil or curse towards your brother, you are in danger of counsel. Now, we're in the ISUPK. Right? What is counsel? How does that look? How does that look for us? Counsel. You are in danger of the counsel. What is the counsel? What is that counsel? According to the truth in the ISUPK. What is the counsel? You are in danger of the council. Okay, Azarka, yup. Talking with the priest and prophet, speaking to the men above and the truth. That's damn right, Azarka. Give that sister a hand, damn right. She hit it on the nose. Judgment. Azarka hit it on the nose. Good job, Anna. Right? They sit down with the high priest. That's right, y'all. That's right. You are in danger of the council. And the Lord set a group of men. No. The Lord set a government, right, in the ISUPK to get to the bottom of what's going on. All right. Right. He set a group, he set a government, right, under Commander Junior Yohana, right? That council that you would have to sit upon those men, those high up men, so they would get to the bottom of whatever foolishness, or I ain't gonna say foolishness, whatever situation has occurred or that's going on. Right? The Lord put a man in charge of this congregation, right, to deal with us brothers and sisters that are angry with brothers and sisters without a cause and with a cause. That's that council that you have to sit in front of Commander Junior Han, General Mahayim, all the generals, the high priest, and they is going to get to the bottom of you being angry without a cause, or you being angry actually with a cause. There is a council for that, right? The Most High put a man in charge of this congregation to get things right, right? There is a council, right? So, so it says that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother Rakah shall be in danger of the council. But remember, that word "but" means rather. It's showing a difference. But, right? And before I go to that next part, the ISUPK is the government that we are supposed to follow. I need to hit that, right? The ISUPK is a government that we are supposed to follow. We are supposed to follow the rules and the policies that have been established in the ISUPK, right? That is called structure and that is called order, right? Going against this policy, and this is important, going against this policy, which is God's laws, statutes, and commandments, right, will put you in danger of this council. That's what that means, right? Shall be in danger of the council. You going against the grain of these laws, statutes, and commandments. These policies. These are the policies in the ISUPK. These are not no made-up rules. These are not none of that, right? These are the policies that were put in place, right? Which is the law, statutes, and commandments. If you, brother or sister, just so happen to go against those policies, right, you are in danger of this council. And Lord forbid, I can only imagine what that might be. Right? So let's get to the next part. But, right? But means rather than, right? Means rather, right? Whosoever, again, whosoever is the Israelites, right? Shall say, thou fool. Thou is also a old English word for you, right? Thou is also a old English word for you. So thou fool, right, shall be in danger of hellfire, right? So you called your brother or your sister a fool without a cause, right? That's what this is saying, right? But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. You called your brother or your sister a fool without a cause. Like, you just hate on them for no reason. Right? You're going to be You're going to be in danger of hellfire. Right? So your brother is a fool for making more money than you. Your brother or sister is a fool for making more money than you. Right? Right? You mad at your sister because she get her nails and her hair done every week more than you do. You calling her a fool because you think she's spending all her money going broke on that, trying to count her pockets. But you just mad because you can't get it or you can't do it. Right? That's what this is saying. Without a cause. Like, you ain't got no cause to be hating on your brother or your sister. You just don't like them. You don't like the way they walk. You don't like the way they talk. They ain't saying nothing offending you or nothing. The way they walk is not offending you, but you just don't like it. For some reason, you just don't like it. You don't like them because they cook a whole bunch of food and you only know a couple recipes. Brothers and sisters. Me personally, I know a couple recipes, more than about 5. Right? But I'm not gonna hate on the brother that just an all-time chef. Hey, brother, teach me so I can get my game up. I'm not gonna hate on that. This brother think he all that because he can make a whole what's something I can't make. Let me think of something I can't make. Can't make real good. I'm gonna throw something out there, even though I can make this real good. That brother, he can make some turkey wings, man. He can make turkey wings better than me, man. He can make some beef ribs way better than me, man. I don't like that. This brother know how to sew on. This brother know how to sew on his own fringes than me. I don't, man, bump that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He got more fringes on his stuff than me. Right? Right? This brother, he get more laughs at his jokes than me. I don't like that brother. I don't like that brother. I don't like that sister. She thinks she just all that, coming in here with new earrings all the time. Ugh. I hate females like that, right? Without a whole cause. So like it being a hater is kind of weird to me. Teach me something. That's right, Zara got right. But everybody in the world is not like that. They all gonna feel like they up one or they one above somebody. You know what I'm saying? Oh shoot, I did 5 years in prison. He did 7, man. He don't know more than me. I was in the trenches for real. Yeah. Oh, he sold more dope than me. Right? Stupid stuff like that, man. Right? Without a cause. Let me find out. I'm the one got a whip game on the food. Hey, Salakia, y'all, because hey, I can do something, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I could do something, man. Especially when I got time away from the slave. Shoot, man, I could whip up something. I got a mean fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? Pot roast. Fam, like, yeah, I could do a little something now. You know what I mean? Now, Salakia, my sides, that's what I need more practice on. I could do the cabbage, I could do the collards. It's the macaroni, the yam, like getting real deep in the trenches with the sides. I need some more gathers on that. But everything else, oh yeah, on to wild, right? Let's get back to this, right? So thou fool, right? So you just being mad at your brother or your sister for no reason, right? Shall be in danger of hellfire. So that hellfire is the danger of the council, right? You are in danger of being put back into the world, right? You are in danger of being put back into the world just because you hating on your brother or your sister without a cause. You're not loving them correctly. You're not. You hitting them without a cause. Sister Ryan said, okay, you might have to teach the sister something. Hey, nah, sis, I'm trying to learn from y'all for real. You know what I mean? All these feast days, I'm saying, you know, y'all got some good stuff going on, you know. So I'm trying to learn from y'all with these sides. You know what I'm saying? These sides, they be real to rob. Real to rob. You know what I mean? All right. So see, and the kind of wrap this up in a few, because you know I know I'm gonna wrap it up in a few. I do want to do a part 2 to this. So that's why I'm not gonna try to cram everything in one time. I do want to do a part 2 to this because knowing brotherhood and knowing sisterhood is very important. It's very important, especially when you knew coming to the truth, right? Because you don't know what counsel is coming to the truth. And also, you don't know how to feel when someone may have offended you without them even knowing, right? Because you just so stuck in being one way that you don't know how to communicate. That's what it is. Now, that brother, that sister could probably, not probably, that brother, sister may have really offended you, right? Right? But you being in the world, right, for so long and knowing one way, you don't know how to approach that brother or that sister and be like, hey, bro, hey, sis, you know what I'm saying? I understand but the way you said this and the way you said that, I don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just feel like it could have been handled a certain way. I'm just saying, you know, it's no love lost, but I'm just saying, you know, the way this was said or the way this was done, I felt like we could have did this a little better. You know what I'm saying? Versus you being in the world and somebody might have did something and you ready to cuss them out, call them all these B's, call them all these N-words, you ready to put a strap out on them. Now, so you ready to punch him in the face, whatever. Know what I'm saying? You acting out on anger is you being in danger in counsel and you 10 times out of 10 being put back into the world. And that's one thing you don't want to, that's one position that you don't want to be in, right? Coming into the ISUPK. You don't want to be put out, right? Right? You don't want to be put out the ISUPK, right? So that is that danger of you acting out on your anger without a cause. That's you being in danger in the council and ultimately being put out of this truth, right? And during these days and time, the way this world going, you don't want that. You need to cleave on, hold on to this truth. I'm a Commander Junior Han. He said, "Be an idiot for this truth," right? Be an idiot for this truth, man. Like, be very vulnerable for this truth, right? Because this word, this truth right here, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to tell you nothing wrong to do, right? Right? So I'm gonna let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's go to Luke 6:31, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Luke 6:31. Damn right, y'all, because they are emotional in this world, man. Right? But guess what? That is that trauma. That's a trauma response. That's that trauma response that we just hit on. Right? Brothers want to be so emotional off the first thing. They want to prove their dominance. Or no, sisters too. Sisters, they be having that nut if you buck attitude. They want to already just go ahead and get to the rumbling. You know what I'm saying? Right? But in this truth, you're gonna learn how to be slow to anger. Right? 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 here we go. Luke 6:31. I'm gonna wrap it up after this one, and we're gonna do a part 2 on this. I like this right here. So Luke 6:31. Okay, so it says and, right, meaning in addition to, right. These conjunctions is important to know. And, but, for, right. These conjunctions is important to know, right, because it's showing you a difference, or it's comparing things, or it's trying to tell you that it's trying to add on something, right? So these little conjunctions, these are important. So and means addition to, right? As ye would that men should do to you, right? So the spirit, before breaking the scripture down, the spirit of the scripture is forgiveness towards your brother and sister. Now, we just hit on how to love your brother, sister. We hit on uh loving your brother and sister is by following the law, statutes, commandments. We hit on the way you love your brother and sister is by dealing with their traumas through the law, statutes, and commandments, right? We hit on not showing love to your brother and sister. It's also you not showing love to Christ, right? We also just hit on you being angry with your brother or sister without a cause, right? You are in danger of the counsel. But also in this truth, you can, right, be angry with a cause, right? Now, the spirit behind this scripture, right? The spirit behind this scripture is forgiveness. So after the counsel has been done, right? After this brother done slept with your rib, right? Yeah, let's get into it, right? This is the spirit behind forgiveness. Now, if the brother sleep with your rib, hey, don't sweat. That's your rib now. I forgive you. Now you're not looked at as simp. Now in the world, they might, man, you a simp, man. Yeah. But in this truth, you let the Most High deal with that, right? So the spirit behind this breakdown, Luke 6:31, is forgiveness towards your brother and sister. So and, right? And as ye would, meaning you, right? Ye means you. So this is this scripture right here is a self-reflection of you. And as ye means you. This is a self-reflection of you, right? Would that men should do to you, meaning as you would want brothers and sisters to do to you, then do ye also to them likewise. So, meaning, as you would want brothers and sisters to do to you, then you do unto them likewise. Right? If you don't want your brother or your sister to lie to you, then don't lie to them. If you don't want your brother to sleep with your wife, then don't sleep with his. If you don't want your brother and sister to steal from you, then don't steal from him or her. It's like verse 32. For, right? Here's another conjunction, right? So what I mean by conjunctions, right? Conjunctions is like they are put in place to join two independent clauses, right? Two dependent clauses, independent dependent clauses. They are used to help bring those fragments together, right? So in this case, for is being used in the beginning of the sentence, right? So your conjunctions, I'm an English teacher, so side note, conjunctions, your subordinated conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So the acronym to that is fanboys. If you know fanboys, you know your subordinated conjunctions, which is for, the F is for, the A is for and, the N is for nor, The B is for but. The O is for or. The Y is for yet. And the S is for so. So for meaning this is the reason why, right? Meaning this is the reason why. So for, if ye love them which love you, right? Meaning if you love your brother, then love and treat them according to the law, right? That's what that means. So meaning if you love your brother, then love and treat them according to the law. So you're going to love and treat them according to the law, right? Right? Okay. So it goes on to say, what thank have ye, right? Thank equals grace. That is what thank is, grace. Thank equals grace, right? So what thank have ye? Thank equals grace. So meaning what grace do you have, right? What kind of grace do you have towards your brother, your sister, right? Right? Then it says, for sinners also love those that love them. I'm gonna say it again, and we're gonna wrap it up here. For sinners also, Slaki. Yep. For sinners also love those that love them. Man. So it's basically saying for sinners, meaning sinners also love them that love them. So if a sinner love those that love them, then you should have no problem forgiving or giving your brother grace, since you in the truth. Because sinners, basically, Jesus Christ said, for sinners also love those that love them. So it should be no problem for you being in the truth, for you being the ISUPK, right? For you to forgive, for you to have no problem to forgive and to give your brother grace. All right? There should be no problem with that. There should be no problem. Sister Ryan said, you hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I think English was the only thing I was really good at. I ain't gonna lie to you, Salaki. All right. So basically, that's what that is saying. That is what this scripture is saying, right? The spirit of forgiveness. All right, the spirit of forgiveness, man. That is Luke 6:31. Most High willing, next week, or whenever I'm scheduled, I'll be able to do a part 2 to this. All right. But for the announcements, all right. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. All right. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. All right. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, all right, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, mashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, right? You give to the treasury department or teacher, all right? Priest fund, free will, offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming convocations, all right. I believe it's coming up. I think. Well, I know the Passover coming up in April. Also, Akim and Akwath. Check the bulletin board. Salakia. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, Start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right. With that, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah to the brothers, shalom, Yahweh Shem Alithan Ba'Shem Yahushua, to the sisters, shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Whoop! We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it. They want a fame, they want a clout. That's why they doubt. I got them black, I want a class. And I shut my mouth. This was way before polite. Before I came to campsites, I came broken and contrite. I just wanted to live right, clean my soul and give my life. Had to give up all my vice. I got a fog out my head. I was raised from the dead. I put down that weed and I cut off my dreads. For before I could lead, I had to learn to be led. Now I'm a bad motherfucker. Walk around and I straight flex on suckers. No one specific, I'm talking to all of you busters. Straight from the gutter, me and my brother, we the long supper. Now, running it like a conductor. Hebrew Academy, I'm the instructor. 14 written all on my cover. Men of war like we hopped at a Hummer. Look like you wanted my trooper could cut you. There is one camp, there is not another. One West, UPK. One West, UPK. One West, one West, one West, UPK. One what? UPK. One what? UPK. One what? One what? One what? UPK. Me and all of my Oyes, hold it, shit down, right here, all day. Shalom, wagwan, sa, passe, is we, damn niggas, yatu, sabe, hey. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're